CD or vinyl for best sound? Oh boy, here we go again. It comes from Matt in Europe. Come on, Matt, that's a big place, Europe. Hi, Paul. Don't worry. Oh, good. I'm not going to ask which one sounds better. Yes, thank you. We've been through that way too many times. I'd like to know how much one has to spend on either of the two systems so to reach about the same results in terms of playback quality. If I spend $1,500 on a CD player, or $3,000, how much would I have to spend on a turntable to match the experience? Typically, a phono preamp needs to be thrown in, so in the real world, one would have to ask whether the money is better invested in a CD player or a turntable. Well, I'm not sure that's a fair comparison. Here's why. Yes, if you're going to play turntable, you're going to need a phono preamplifier or something that can amplify that. And if you're just comparing it to an off-the-shelf CD player with a built-in DAC, then I think you're going to be better off with the turntable solution if you're willing to put in the time and you have the skill to set it up properly. I would prefer to position this a little differently. Let's imagine that we have a turntable phono preamplifier of some decent quality, and we have a CD player and a DAC of decent quality. Now we have somewhat of a match. Okay, does that make sense? Because CD players with their built-in DAC, so just to remind everybody, a CD player is a CD transport and a D to A converter, a digital to analog converter in one box. You put a CD in, you get audio out. In high-end audio, we typically separate the CD transport from the DAC so that you can buy or use any CD player. You just take its digital output, and if you do that, you're only using the CD player or the CD transport mechanism, and you're forgetting the D to A converter inside, right? So whether you have just a crappy little CD player and you use the digital out into a decent DAC, that's a lot better than using even a good CD player directly into your preamplifier. That said, the question comes down to tit for tat. If you had $1,500, call it $3,000, whatever you want to call it, which one's going to give you consistently better sound for the same money? My bet is CD. And I'll tell you why. A CD, you can get a pretty cheap CD player, and I mean, you can go down to Walmart and buy one for $40, literally a DVD player or Blu-ray. I mean, you can get them for nothing, right? $50. Take the digital output of that, spend your $1,500 on a wicked cooled D to A converter, and that's a pretty damn good sounding combination. I mean, really good. Okay? And with everything else, you're going to be just in good shape. Now, a turntable, on the other hand, if you buy a cheesy $50 turntable at the garage sale, you're going to be in trouble. So you really need to put out some decent money for a turntable like a Project or a VPI or Clear. I'm not so big on the Clear Audio ones, the cheaper ones. What did we just buy? Gosh, there goes the old memory. But there are good, reasonably priced record players with good cartridges on them for about $1,000 to $1,500. But you do need to have a phono preamplifier, and that is important too. So you really need to have a really good phono preamplifier, a great cartridge, and turntable, and together those are going to wind up costing you more than a real cheesy $50 CD player digitally connected to a really sweet DAC. So I believe the digital solution is going to be the way to go. Okay, thanks for the question. It was a good one. Challenge me there. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.